Hello Sagittarius, welcome to my table. My name is Toni and this is a Sagittarius monthly tarot forecast for Scorpio season. So hello and welcome to you if you are a returning subscriber. I am so glad that you are back here with me today, and hello to you if you are brand new here. As I said, my name is Toni. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just going to create a sacred container for us where we are going to welcome in and invite our higher selves to join us, as well as calling upon Christ in consciousness to please join us at the table. We command our sovereignty in this time, dimension, place, and space, and we disinvite and we disallow all beings, energies, and entities of less than Christ consciousness. And now we're going to set our intentions by calling forth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We invite in and welcome our angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, guardians of the four corners, mother of the earth, father of the sky, and sacred ones. We call upon you all. We welcome you here now. We ask you, please be present with us and please help us to understand and to interpret these messages to the best of our knowledge as we receive them. Thank you. Okay, Sagittarius, are you ready to see what is in store for you this Scorpio season? Because I'm, as always, super excited for you because, you know, I might be a little Sagittarius. I might want to know what's happening for me too. So let's see what waits us. We are going to look at the Halloween Oracle. It's the only time of the year I get to use this, so I get so excited. Here we go. Oh, wait a second. Y'all, I'm getting so excited to do this reading for myself. I'm getting ahead of myself. Listen, if you're here, you might as well just hit that little like button because you're awesome and you know you want to. And thank you so much if you already did. And you should, you know, just hit that subscribe button too. Why not? What else you got going on? Hit it. Thanks. If you'd like to check me out elsewhere on the internet, you can find me at Toni Summers Tarot on Instagram. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, check out my Etsy shop in the link down below. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Sagittarius, now let's go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, messages please for Sagittarius. What do we have for Sagittarius this Scorpio season? What does Sagittarius most need to know, please, Spirit, for Scorpio season? You got two, and you got two very pretty cards, I might add, Sagittarius. Up first, you've got your ancestors. It's one of my favorite cards in this deck. I love that we pulled it. Ancestors, because I very much, I could talk all day about how important it is to honor and work with your ancestors and what a difference that will make in your life. Ancestors, the love and the legacy of our DNA. It says, I walk in their footsteps. Their wisdom inside me remains. I am unique, yet carry a legacy. Their blood runs through my veins. Whether or not we know our ancestors, we are the product of those who have lived before us DNA-wise. Externally, we may have the body type of our father, our mother's eyes, our grandmother's nose, and our great-grandfather's skin tone. On the inside, it gets even more interesting. We now know that we can inherit the way our body works, blood types, genetic disorders, and even propensities for aspects of brain function like introversion, musicality, and mathematics. Many pagan paths associated with Halloween believe that we are born perfectly imperfect to be exactly what we are meant to be. So what does this mean? It means that the gifts our ancestors have left us and the unique synergy of the combination of physical, mental, and the physical that is created within us sets us up to perfectly achieve what is ours and our ultimate purpose. Should the ancestor card bring itself to your attention, know that you are ready and able to action to your birthright of power. You have the support of those who came before you. There may be challenges or struggles, but you have everything you need to overcome them. You will prevail. Sagittarius, this is letting you know your ancestors are telling you you are standing on their shoulders. They support you. You have not just their DNA, but you have their fortitude, you have their strength, you have their wisdom, and they are there and they are helping you to perfectly achieve what is yours by divine right. And so this is the month that if you are ready, they are ready to support you. They are ready to help you be able to bring to action what is your birthright of power, okay? Any struggles or challenges you have, ask them to help you overcome. Sagittarius, your ancestors love when they talk to you, or you talk to them. I'm saying that backwards, I apologize. I would love it if my ancestors would talk to me. I mean, that was an awesome Freudian slip, however. But like, I have an ancestors altar actually sitting right here behind my camera, and My dad, my great-grandmother, my grandfather are there. And I talk to all of them all the time. And I talk to my other great-grandparents, all my ancestors. And I thank them every day. And I give them money and I give them beverages and snacks. And, you know, I light candles for them. And the minute I brought my ancestors back into my life, first of all, any relationship I had that was challenging before is now dissolved because that challenge no longer exists. The physical limitations of the 3D world is gone. And so, you know, anything that I might have been angry or upset with them about, I can't be angry or upset about anymore. It doesn't exist. And so it's interesting, but that aspect alone, that facet of our relationship, since it no longer exists, shifted the relationship. And I have a different relationship with that person now. And now we have a much we just love each other, and that's all it should have been here on this earth. But now, without the hindrance of our mortal being coming between us, that's all there is. It's just love. It's pure love. And I have grown so much more since I started working with my ancestors. So Sagittarius, don't be afraid of this woo-woo stuff. Talk to your ancestors, okay? And Hearth, this card has come up a ton this season for a lot of people, or for several other signs. Hearth, happiness in our hearts and homes. It says, the heart of every home, the fire that unites. Winter's warmth centers stories, loves, and delights. The ancient Romans believed that every home had a heart, and it was the hearth. Where the fire burned, the family gathered for sustenance, communication, and protection. This concept is so important that there was a huge city hearth in Rome, the Vestal Temple, where the fire of the home goddess Vesta burned forever without ever going out. The sacred flame was so sacred that it was protected by soldiers with their very lives should there be an invasion. The place where the goddess Vesta was honored within every ordinary home was also the hearth, and this is where the women would prepare food, they cook, and they would always offer a little bit of the food back to the fire as an offering for Vesta for her blessings and protections. You know, often in Roman days, husbands were sent away because of military obligations for years, even decades at a time, and wives were expected to stay home and not only take care of the home, but to run businesses and to remain faithful. And this is very often, and you know, they would pray to the Vesta, you know, and give offerings to Vesta. And so this is where that saying, keep the home fires burning, this is where that comes from. And so it says, should the hearth card appear in your reading, you are being asked to look at your idea of what home and family is for you. Take all the time to build up your love fire and have it burning brightly. Make your relationships a priority. If there is a conflict within your home and family, it is time to take concrete steps to address this issue for good. If you or a family member is away for home due to travel or work, know that protection is being given. So this is very important. There's some kind of healing that needs to be given from your ancestors, and that maybe you need to give some kind of forgiveness to perhaps your ancestors. This is about, you know, our hearth, our home, and our families, and our ties to our families. And they're asking you to look at your idea of what home and family is, to build up the fire that you have for your family, the love fire, to make relationships a priority, and specifically your ancestral relationships a priority. You know, this is the season of the witch, Scorpio season is. And so, you know, we go into the season where the veil is the very thinnest, you know. And so this is the perfect time, Sagittarius. If you haven't already begun to work with your ancestors, this is the time. Light some candles, bring out a few of their pictures, and talk to them. Have your morning coffee with them. Have a cup of tea with them. Have a beer with them. Enjoy a dinner with them. When you cook their favorite meal, bring a picture of them to the table and set a seat for them at the table. Set a plate for them at the table and talk to them. And I know that sounds silly and people are like, oh, that's just crazy, but it's not, because they haven't left us. You need to understand, heaven is not some mythical place far away up in the clouds. Heaven is right here on earth. Heaven, they've never left you. They're just on the other side of the veil. They are right here with us. We just can't see them. You know, God gave you free will so you could create heaven on earth. Most of us don't use the brain that God gave us, but God does want you to know that, you know, heaven's right here on earth. Your loved ones haven't left you. Talk to them. Okay, Sagittarius. So let's see what is going on with you this month. We are going to look at the Shadowland Tarot. Here we go. angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides. What is the energy surrounding Sagittarius this Scorpio season? What does Sagittarius most need to know that is coming their way during Scorpio season 2021? All right, Sagittarius. To begin with, what is something Sagittarius has to look forward to during Scorpio season, please? Thank you, Spirit. We have, I love when this card shows up, Sagittarius, the Nine of Pentacles. This is self-satisfaction, luxury, and, you know, really, you reap what you sow, but this is reaping like luxury and nice things and getting what you want. And so what's really, really important this month, Sagittarius, is that it feels like, we're talking about your ancestors and working with them. As you are being offered things, don't say no to anything, and don't refuse anything that's being offered to you. There's a reason why this home fire hearth card came up. You know, they talk about making the offering to the fire every night with Vesta. This is about your ancestors as well. They are making offerings to you. They're trying to give you something. And so something to look forward to is that if you will work with your ancestors, they are going to bring forth, offerings, gifts, something that you've been wanting, something you've been desiring. And so the trick is this month to be keenly aware of your presence and what you're doing. Because if somebody offers you something, a present or anything, and it could be anything, don't say no. Don't say no. This is not the month to deny anything. Anything that is being given to you, receive, 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 receive. Remember, this is the Nine of Pentacles. Pentacles is a feminine energy. That is the receptive energy. So this is the end of the cycle of lack and the beginning of, as one cycle of lack ends, a new cycle begins. And this is the cycle of receiving and abundance coming in. Your ancestors are definitely bringing you gifts, something to look forward to. Okay, so what should Sagittarius be mindful of this Scorpio season? My goodness, that is jumping right out. Look there, the Hierophant. This is Taurus and Venus energy popping up here. The Hierophant is that connection to source, okay? And also, first of all, before you even go any further, please understand that is the number 5. So there's a lot of changes coming this month. A lot of things you've been wanting are coming, but they are going to be coming through sources you may not always be aware of. These are, like I said, don't deny anything, because something is going to be given to you this month. But that's the thing, it's coming from a higher source, okay? These changes are divinely inspired and are coming from your connection to your higher self, and also they're coming from your connection to your ancestors, okay? They're spirit guides, in other words. And so what you need to be mindful of, because you're looking forward to it, you will be mindful of your connection to your higher self, your connection to your ancestors, your connection to your spirit guides. It's very, 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 very important to be mindful of and be mindful for your connection to your spirit guides, okay? Sagittarius, it is really a month to be aware of your mindset and to just give gratitude, appreciation, and praise to all that you can, to be in the receptive mode so that you're not in a lack mindset. You want to be receptive. You want to be able to receive, okay? So number 3, what things will look like at the end of Scorpio season? Going into Sagittarius season, what will things look like for Sagittarius if they keep their mind open to receive, work with their ancestors, what will it look like going into, oh my God, y'all, look at that. There you are. The 10, the Wheel of Fortune. You literally go from the 9 to the 10. These changes are leading to some great fortune. This is Sagittarius and Pisces and Jupiter showing up. The Wheel of Fortune. Fortune is smiling upon you. So really, Sagittarius, spend this Scorpio season getting in deep with those ancestors, getting warm and cozy with those ancestors. Allow them to shower you with the gifts they want. Really focus on, in all ways, that connection to source, to your higher self, to your spirit guides. Because, oh, baby, when you do, look what's coming. Look what's coming. The Wheel of Fortune. That is such beautiful. That's a beautiful start to your season. And happy birthday, Sagittarius. The Wheel of Fortune is coming for you as a birthday present. Okay, so card number 4. How can Sagittarius push forward through Scorpio season, please, Spirit? How can Sagittarius push forward through Scorpio season? I love this reading. I love this reading, Sagittarius. There is the Star. There's Aquarius showing up. Expansive thinking, thinking outside the box, focusing on, okay, again, this is about, you know, like I said, expansive thinking, thinking outside the box, working with your ancestors. That's thinking outside the box. This is not something most people are quite there yet with, but Sagittarius, you know, we kind of are the expansive thinkers. We do think outside the box. Don't be afraid to, you know, stand in your full self-expression, think outside the box, and connect with your, not just your ancestors, your higher self and your spirit guides. And as you are doing that, you know, it says, how can you push forward? As you're letting yourself think outside the box, as you're letting yourself have that expansive thinking, you're healing. The more you know, the more you grow, right? And so you're literally, as you think, so you create, and you're creating healing within your own world, Sagittarius. This is really, really beautiful energy. So something to keep you pushing forward. That is, all this work is leading to good fortune and healing. Dang. I mean, you're going to have a really awesome birthday month, it looks like, Sagittarius. You are setting yourself up for success. You and your ancestors are bringing it. Okay, so card number 5, what could distract you from your goals this month, Sagittarius? What could distract Sagittarius from their goals during Scorpio season, please? We have the Queen of Cups. You know, isn't it always love? Isn't it always love? Love, it's funny. They're telling you, to turn on the love fires for your relationships and your friends and your family and your lovers as well. But don't let this world that you're trying to create, specifically a world that you might be trying to create with a lover, but, you know, don't be so focused on the details right now. Be open to just receiving, okay? Because that's really what this is. Be open to receiving. You got the Queen of Cups and, you know, that Nine of Pentacles energy here. And this is both feminine energy, receiving energy again. And so, really, the message says, you know, what could distract you from your goal? Getting too lost in the details of what it is you want to manifest specifically. Okay, so like I said, be willing to receive all that comes in, because if you are focusing, okay, I just want, okay, I mean, like literally, okay, let's say you're like, I just want $600. I just want $600. And so I'm just going to focus on the details of trying to manifest $600, and this is what I'm trying to create, this world where I have $600, right? So ancestors, I just want $600, and spirit guides, I just want $600, and I'm receiving everything y'all give me all month long so I can get that $600. Okay, cool. And this is what you're focusing on, because you're focusing on that detail. I need $600. Well, what's funny is not only did you, then, you know, the month goes by and you don't get that $600, and you're like, what the heck? Ancestors, spirit guides, what? Y'all told me if I, you know, focused on working with you and you focused on receiving, I would get that $600. But what's interesting is you limited yourself. You said, you know, I just need $600. I only want $600. You got too lost in the details. And then all of a sudden, you know, you get a call, let's say the day after you actually needed that $600. Now the moment has passed, it's too late. You get a phone call and somebody tells you, yeah, man, you were second in the running for winning a $1,000 check, but you got second place, so you didn't get it. You could have had more than what you needed. You could have had enough to pay that bill that you needed that $600 for and $400 extra, but you got so caught up in the details. You know, that's what could distract you. You got so caught up in the details that you just missed it. You just missed your chance. So don't get so caught up in the details of what you're trying to create. Just focus on the feeling of the direction, of the vibration of where you're headed, you know, of working with your ancestors towards trying to create, you know, the life that is yours by divine right, you know, just really focusing on creating that, okay? Okay, Sagittarius, how can you stay positive? What is something Sagittarius can do to stay positive during Scorpio season? Got 2 cards, gorgeous, the 8 of Wands. Wow, the 8 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. This is a very good time to communicate where you need help. This is not the time to be the martyr, Sagittarius. This is not the time to take on too much. This is definitely the month to delegate your needs, okay? If you need help, ask for help, delegate your don't take on more than you can handle. Definitely delegation is the key word here, and communication. Communicate your needs, and especially though what's really interesting is, again, this is about talking to your ancestors, okay? And really communicating with your ancestors and explaining to them, here is my old baggage that I'm carrying around, right? Like, here's what I have, and here is what I want, right? Here's the 10 of Wands, here's what I have, and here's what I want, the 9 of Pentacles. And so I really want to work together, right? The Hierophant, the Hearth, I want to work together. I want to, 8 of Wands, communicate. I want to work together to focus on expanding my world and bringing to me what is mine by my divine right. I'm not going to be too focused on it, right? But I am going to just enjoy the feeling of co-creation, of expansion, and of good fortune. I'm just going to enjoy that energy. So what is really important? Something to, how can you stay focused? How can you stay positive? Really communicate what you need help with, okay? It's really easy to weigh yourself down this month, Sagittarius, because it feels like, you're doing a lot of work. You're really clearing out some old energies, expanding. But as we get, higher levels of consciousness, the old stuff can come up. These old traumas, old patterns, routines, habits can start creeping back in on us because they're familiar. So it's really important that you communicate very clearly, not just with your ancestors and spirit guides, but those around you, like in their 3D real world. Hey, I need help, and I need to delegate. I need help. I need you to help, to understand, I'm overwhelmed right now. Can you help me with this? That's going to be very important this month, Sagittarius. Speak your truth, use your words, okay? Don't be overwhelmed. And the very last card for you this month, Sagittarius, is something that you need to know about on this journey. Wow, let's just jump right out. The King of Pentacles. You are on the road toward you are on the path towards long-term success, long-term sustainability. What you are creating this month with your ancestors. Like I said, just don't focus on the specifics. Focus on just receiving the blessings they want to bring to you, okay? Receive those blessings. And as you receive, and just be open, look what you're creating. Long term. This is it feels like there's a shift in the way that you understand co-creation this season, this Scorpio season, Sagittarius. It's like all of a sudden a light bulb goes off that you have these spirit guides, and they're not just the angels, and they're not just God and Jesus and whoever, but there's also your ancestors, and your Mima and your Papa never left you, and just as much as they loved you here on this earth, they love you now, and they want to be with you, and they want to help you. And if you've struggled with a relationship with someone before, like your mom or dad or brother or sister, cousin, if they are on the other side, if they're on the other side of the veil, this is the perfect season to heal that relationship. All the work that you put in this season, Sagittarius, is going to pay off. Something that you need to know about in this journey is that you are creating a legacy, okay? What you do this month is creating a long-term legacy going forward that is going to be sustainable. And it's going to bring you closer to your truth and closer to your manifesting the path that is your divine right that you should be on. All right, Sagittarius, I hope that you found this enjoyable. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm jumping ahead of myself. What is the underlying energy for the whole month? How perfect. How freaking perfect. The Three of Cups. Co-creation. This is exactly what this is. This is you, your higher self, and your spirit guide team, particularly your ancestors, working together to co-create and manifest whatever it is your little heart desires. Like I said, work with your ancestors, your spirit guides this month, and don't be surprised in the least if all the effort that you make this month turns out to be long-term success. This is a highly favorable month for you, Sagittarius. Get it, get it, get it. All right, I hope that you enjoy this. If you did, I will really want to see you again next month. Come on back next month for the Sagittarius monthly forecast. Let's see what is in store for you for your birthday, okay, Sagittarius? I love y'all so much. You have a beautiful month. Stay happy, healthy, safe, and blessed, and I'll see you next time.